Welcome back everybody to another F1Manager24 video. This time we are in Belgium. We are still sitting high, P7, P10 in the drivers, P4 in the constructors. However, we are in debt now. We had to buy new engine parts for Oliver Behrman, and it won't be long before we have to buy new engine parts for Sophia Flores. We are in debt, and that is not good. If anybody remembers how Manager23 went, I actually lost my job with Haz, all because I went into debt. However, that debt was a lot more than just 1.1 mil, and hopefully here in Belgium, we have the car to get that back. But only time will tell. Until then, we have to figure out where we're going to be starting in this race, so I will see you guys in qualifying. Here we are in Q1, watching Oliver Behrman be the first one to cross this line, and everybody is behind him. So we will find out real quickly if he's going to be able to keep it with a 150.5. Here comes Sophia Flores, as she will be 1.5 seconds slower. That will be the end of Q1. Oliver Behrman is going to be P5, and Sophia Flores is going to barely make it in. And I mean barely make it in. She had P16. I tried something a little risky there at the end. The millimeters of water on the track was 1.04, very close to dry, so I put them out there on them softs. However, my thumbs forgot the buttons to slow it down and do the thing, and then it just ended, and yeah, so here comes Oliver Behrman to finish his first lap in Q2, and he decided to fight an Alpine. Not sure exactly why he did that, but he goes P2 for now. 2.5 slower than Piastri. And then Flo will go P2 for now. She's going to be a 1.1 seconds slower than Piastri. Alright, everybody went out once again, and it doesn't look like any improvement for Oliver Behrman, which is unfortunate as he comes across the line. And same with Sophia Flores. Behrman does improve in the last sector, but Sophia Flores doesn't improve anywhere, so P7, P10 for these two still. And with it being a minute, I don't think anybody's on a flyer either, so we're going to watch a couple of people, see if they go across the line. Doesn't look like it. Everybody's going into the pit lane, so it's going to be another Q3 for both of my drivers. Here comes Oliver Behrman and Sophia Flores. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has left the pit lanes other than these two at the moment. Oliver Behrman's going to come across the line. He's going to go 157.9. Flores is going to go 9/10 slower. Here comes Oliver Behrman, who was putting in purple sectors, so someone is definitely going faster than him back in the back. I do believe he's going to be provisional pole for now. Here comes Sophia Flores sitting P4 behind George Russell and Piastri, but green sectors. She's going to move up to P3. Verstappen's going to go provisional, and that's going to move Flo back down to P4. Oliver Behrman still sitting in P2. We've got Sainz, he's coming across the line. Norris coming across the line. Perez coming across the line. The only two who have yet to set a time is Leclerc and Hamilton, and I don't even see them out there. No, they are still in the pit lanes. They decided they're not going to put in a time. And George Russell, let's see what he's about to do. He's going into the pit lanes.
Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
We have a P3 start for Sophia Flores. See how well she does. And a P7 start for Oliver Behrman. Oliver Behrman's still where he was. Sophia Flores has fallen down to P4. She let George Russell up in front of her. That is definitely not something we wanted to see there. She is holding back Sainz and Norris at the moment, as she is losing out heavily on her opposing people. A little crash, but Hulkenberg definitely fell out of this one. I saw his name zooming down to the end as he's trying to pull out on that. Oh, yeah, that would definitely do it. That would definitely do it. That was probably the most realistic wreck I've seen in this game. You know, a little side swipe and a little stop. He didn't, like, drive straight all the way into. And there goes Yuki Tsunoda off the track as Oliver Behrman gets up in front of him for P8 by almost 2 seconds, which is very unfortunate. I would honest to God, I would hate to see her fall down all the way because she doesn't have the speed to keep up there. I don't know how she has the speed in qualifying to stay up there, but in the race, I mean, she just loses out completely. And we're down here, both Ferraris behind Flourish. I tried to say Sophia Flourish, but I started off with the PH in the Sophie, so it's like Fia, you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. Is Sonoda. We got Sainz and Perez. Sainz looking for the outside. He's going to get it there. Absolutely unfortunate. Keeping an eye on where she's at. Going to give her a little bit the ERS combo. See if she can stay in front of Perez for now. A little bit of a catch up to Carlos. Here we have our first DRS zone of the lap. Looking for the outside goes Perez, and he's going to get it. That's unfortunate. The pure speed you need on this track, which, I mean, ultimately, as Behrman gets back in front of Alonso for P10 and Hamilton, he's going to overtake Sophia Flourish for P8. We have a P9, P10 at the moment. Going to go ahead and slow them down on the gas usage. As Oliver Behrman, he's going to find himself in getting in front of Sophia Flourish. And with Oliver Behrman coming into the pit lanes, we're doing something a little risky here. We're only at 0.70 millimeters of water, and if we're looking at this graph here, it doesn't look like it's getting any, like, not too much higher. If it becomes a damp track, it won't be a very damp track. So we're actually just going to move to the mediums here for both of our drivers. Here comes Sophia Flourish now. As you can see, it is Behrman and Flourish, the only two out there on medium tires. And it is now 0.85 millimeters of water. And nope, and there goes Flourish. Right off the road into the wall. Did she damage anything? No, she didn't damage anything, luckily. Oh, well, here we are on lap 33, and as you can see, that was absolutely the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I really went for something just a tad bit risky. We're sitting at 1.36 of millimeters of water on the ground. We're the only cars out there on the medium tires. Flourish, Behrman, everybody else is on the intermediates. Flourish is all the way down to P18. Behrman is outside of the top 10, getting beat out by Ricardo now. So he is now sitting P12. I know if I box them now, yeah, their tires will be quicker, but it just wouldn't really make a difference. Well, that was not good. Flourish gets P21. And here comes Oliver Behrman, P20. Second worst race we've ever had. Sometimes you have good weekends, sometimes you have bad weekends. This was one of those bad weekends. This is why you never go with your gut, people. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That is not the case at all. Go with your gut. Sometimes your gut may be wrong, but the only way to find out if it's wrong is to go with it. Sometimes you might actually be right, and it might turn out to be really good. You never know. You never know. You got to try it. Max Verstappen does win this one. Oscar Piastri gets P2. Lando Norris P3. Then you have Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Lewis Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Alexander Albon, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, Logan Sargent, Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg, Valtteri Bottas, Oliver Behrman, Sophia Flourish, and Zhou Guanyu. Imagine losing to people on slicks when you are on the right tire compound. Poor show. Drivers' Championship race at the moment is Max Verstappen leading, Lando in second, and Oscar Piastri moving his way up into P3, with Charles Leclerc dropping down to P4. Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Oliver Behrman, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, and Lance Stroll moves up 2 spots to retake P10. Yuki Tsunoda P11, and Sophia Flourish drops down 2 spots for P12. Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Nico Hulkenberg leading the 0-pointers. Valtteri Bottas, Logan Sargent, Alexander Albon, Esteban Ocon moves up 3 spots. Pierre Gasly, Kevin Magnussen drops 2 spots. And Zhou Guanyu drops 1 spot. Moving to the Constructors, Red Bull leading that one as well. With McLaren in second, Ferrari in third, Cringy F1 Racing in fourth, Mercedes in fifth, V-Carb in sixth, Aston Martin in seventh, Haas leading the 0-pointers. with Williams behind them along with Kick Sauber and Alpine in last. Looking at the fastest pit stops, we do have one driver in the top 10. She's going to get P9 with a 2.4 second pit stop. And it's going to be Red Bull on top, Ferrari in second, McLaren in third, V-Carb in fourth. They move up. Alpine drops to fifth. Mercedes moves up to sixth. Cringey moves down to seventh. Aston Martin, Williams, Kick Sauber, Haas. And that will easily be one of the worst weekends that we have ever had here in Cringey F1 racing. It's only our first season. We've had two really bad ones. Jeddah, where we both wrecked out, and then Belgium, where the rain was confusing. It probably really wasn't confusing. But I just really thought it was going to be a dry track the entire time, and oh, how wrong was I. But it is what it is. Up next is Netherlands, and as soon as we get done with Netherlands, we'll be all caught up, and we will have Monza after that, and whatever's after Monza, and all that fun stuff. Anyway, if you like this epic failure of a race, but a very nice video, hit that like button. If you can't wait for the next one, hit that subscribe button. Those two buttons alone do nothing but boost my confidence in making sure... Nah, that's a lie. Those two buttons alone do nothing but boost my confidence in making the videos. I already enjoy making the videos, so I'm going to make them whether you like them or not. Because I'm sure someone who does like them will come along and watch them. I would like to make other videos outside of F1. You know, I've been into the college football game. I've been into the Madden games. I just don't know how to turn those into videos. And I would like to do my own imperialism. If you don't know what imperialism is, look up Madden imperialism, and I'm sure you'll find videos. I enjoy those videos. I watch them all the way up until my Eagles get knocked out, and then I turn off the video. But it is what it is. Anyway. That is all for this video, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. But until the next video, I really hope you enjoy your life. I don't know what you're doing in life. I don't know what it is. Whether you're in school, whether you have work, whether you have nothing at all planned, you just happen to be sitting at home with internet. You lucky son gun. That's all I'm gonna say. I really hope you're enjoying your life. That's all that really matters. That's all that really matters. That's what we were created to do. It was to enjoy life and make the most of it. Anyway, until next time, like I said, have fun, and I'll see you next time. I hate that. I hate when I say until next time and then see you next time in the same outro. I